That traditionally was a tattoo signal given originally by drum beat and later by bugle call. The word tattoo is derived from the phrase do den tap toe, which meant an end to the selling of liquor and turning off the taps on the liquor kegs. Its earliest use in English was in 1644, when, during the campaigns in the European Low Countries, it was customary to cease active operations on the approach of winter, and for the opposing armies to retreat into winter quarters until the spring. For the soldiers billeted in towns and villages, their social centers were the local inns. To signal their return to their billets, a drummer beat a call, usually at 9:30 each evening. At first, this call became known to the soldiers as tap-toe, and later corrupted into the word tattoo. In the armies of Imperial and Tsarist Russia, a chorale was sung by the soldiers at the end of the tattoo. It was from this practice that the tradition of including a hymn at the closing stage of the ceremony developed, a custom which spread to the Catholic armies of Austria and the predominantly Lutheran army of Prussia, where the tattoo ceremony evolved into an impressive torchlight parade. In the 19th century, displays by masked bands became popular in Britain, and these, following continental practice, came to include an evening hymn, often Abide With Me. After World War I, other displays of military prowess were gradually added to the tattoo ceremony, with which a name is now associated, but which have no connection, apart from the music, with the original function of the ceremony. The history of tattoo in Jamaica began in 1933, when the first tattoo was held at the Polo Grounds in Up Park Camp from February 16th to the 21st. An event inspired by the world-famous Aldershot tattoo in England, first held in 1923 and repeated there annually until 1939. The Jamaica military tattoo of 1933 was said to be the most spectacular event ever witnessed in the country. June 2nd, 1953 is a prominent date in the history of what was then the British Empire. It was a day on which Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II was crowned. In commemoration of this major ceremony of state in the then British Empire, the second military tattoo was held. In fact, this event was called the Jamaica Coronation Tattoo and opened the very night on which the Queen was crowned. This once more proved to be a gala event and was again dubbed the island's biggest spectacle. It was in 1968, 15 years after the second military tattoo, that the third tattoo was held in Jamaica. And like the previous two tattoos, this military exhibition was held at the Polo Grounds in Up Park Camp. A 5-day event which started on March 15th. This year, 1983, marks an important achievement in the history of Jamaica. It marks 21 years of independence and also coincides with the 21st anniversary of the inception of the Jamaica Defense Force and is therefore of special significance to the JDF. The Jamaica Military Tattoo 1983 was a 6-day exhibition of the skill and prowess of the Jamaica Defense Force, planned and executed by the JDF as its contribution to the Jamaica 21 celebrations. Preparations for Tattoo 83 were well underway in March, and the organizing committee, who were all Jamaicans for the first time in the history of tattoos in Jamaica, worked assiduously towards its success with an equally dedicated staff. Another first for Tattoo 83 was that all the participants were Jamaicans, with the exception of the specially invited band and drums of the 2nd Battalion Parachute Regiment of the United Kingdom. Rehearsals for Tattoo 83 also started in March.
Now let's have a look at the Blue Mountain, please.